Hello everyone, this is Jacqueline again with another grow video. Okay, now I want to show you something. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Uh Doing these videos, okay, now I know y'all done been to church before and you watched the minister. When you get into the message and you really get deep off in the message, your minister can't be still. So I apologize about the bouncing around in the previous video. So I think I done fixed that problem so that when I get a little animated and everything, then the camera can be still. And for those of you who really would like to see me as I'm talking. Okay, wanted to get on. Okay, let me clear up another thing. Okay, now before I start making videos, I do, if you watch my other videos, I do my own housework. I do everything around here. Now, it was a time where, and I talk fast, so you got to kind of catch up with me. The thoughts be coming, the spirits be giving them to me, and the words come out, and sometimes stuff just don't flow all the way. I might miss a word or something, but you know what I mean. So y'all bear with me, okay? They dealing with me. What I want to tell you, when you looking at somebody like a minister, okay, now I do my own housework around here. I don't wear fake nails, but because I've been doing these videos, I just start doing my own nails. See there, I just do my own. That's all. But I'm gonna tell you something about this one. This is the last time I acted a fool, because the spirit told me don't go outside and mess with that car. But me and my husband, I was running off at the mouth at him, and so I went outside and slammed my hand in the door. So this one about to come off. So y'all got to bear with me, and I was trying not to show that one. So y'all, that's the last time, and I dealt with that pain. They didn't remove that pain. I dealt with that because I was hard headed. So I want to tell you that, and then let's get on this thing right here, because this is what I believe. I believe that, and I got to say it, because I want to clear up some things. If anybody don't know or don't understand, you can feel free to email me. If you got a question about, hey, did you mean such and such or what? I don't care. You can ask me. I ain't got nothing to hide. My life is a testimony. That's exactly what it is, a testimony, because I used to wonder why I went through everything I went through, why I had to do all the crying. Every time I get over something, here comes something else at me. So this is the reason why, this is the time. For a time is this. This is the reason why I went through all of that, So this is a movement. This is a movement. This is actually a movement, because what we are going to do is try to reprogram people. People have been programmed to be oppressed for a long time. Now, some of them broke through and got away and doing good. But there's some of them who didn't know, who didn't know how to get out, or who didn't know how to come up. And then once they come out of really being oppressed, really, I'm really the I think it's just so much. It's a lot. It's so much, and but what you have to do is just try to live right. You just got to try to live right. That's all I can tell you, because that's where it begins. If you don't want to live right, you really gonna lose everything I'm saying. It's gonna go in one ear and out the other. So whatever you're doing out there, you got to just start changing up some things. So and also what I want to get on, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump hater. I'm not a Trump basher. I'm neither, really, I'm like just in between, because he done messed up. He messed up with COVID. He just messed up. But he could do better. And I believe that, if he got somebody to talk to him, if I was able to talk to him, I asked him to come invest in the community, the African American community, and to denounce racism. Because he put on the act. He perpetrating the act because he thinks it's working for him. But what it's doing is hurting him. Because he gonna lose a lot of the black vote because he acting a fool. And he think he know it all. But he just needs somebody to tell him, you don't know it all. You're not a know-it-all. And I would tell him, you're not a know-it-all. You ain't no scientist. You ain't no doctor. You didn't go to no school for that. You ain't studied the earth. You know, you need to leave these people alone and let them come up with a vaccine that will cure folks, you know, that will help us. You know, you got your hands off of everything, Donald Trump. You got your hands at the CDC. You got your hand down at the border. You know, you got your hand in the court. You know, you got your hand over at Congress. You can't be everywhere, Donald Trump. You know, that's why they made legislative branches. You know, checks and balances, different things, Donald Trump. You trying to mess up the post office. You know, you got veterans out here trying to get their medicine. You know, you holding stuff up. You know, while you trying to act a fool, you holding stuff up, Donald Trump. And you need to stop doing that for real. You need to quit and concentrate and focus on being a president. Just trying to focus on bringing these people together. You know, stop telling these people at this MAGA rally that, you know, this foolishness that you're telling them. You know, because you feeding them, you know, you doing all this bashing and stuff. You know, why don't you focus on your accomplishments, what you done. What have you done? You know, talk the crime bill that you wrote. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, I appreciate you shortening the sentences on people's crimes. I do. But Donald Trump, we need some true reform. We need reform in the police department. You know, because everybody ain't racist, but it is a few of them. You know, there's a few of them left. And it's gonna be hard work to root them out, Donald Trump, because they rooted in there, they seeded, they planted. So we got to, and they hide like roaches. So we got to get them out. And you know, Donald Trump, you need to do a little better as far as being. If you want to win, you got to do better than being a president trying to bring people together, Donald Trump. You're not trying to bring. You're supposed to be spreading love. Now you held that Bible up down at that church. You supposed to be trying to spread love. You know. Because you weren't showing no love before you walked over there. You weren't showing them no love. But you need to show love now, Donald Trump, and try to bring these people together. They suffering. They hurting. You know, you got some people that lost their job. My son is a Trump supporter, and he ain't got no job. So I'm telling you, people are hurting and suffering. So you need to do something and try to pull these people together. I hope somebody will take the time out just to at least show you the video. And then maybe you can get on your knees. Is that what you do? Get on your knees and pray and ask the Lord how to guide, order your steps. You know, to do the right thing about folks. You know, try to bring people together and instead of trying to show up the racism. You know, divide us. You know, what you're doing, Donald Trump, you stoking the fire. That's all you're doing, Donald Trump. You just stoking the fire and you know, you're making it spreading the ashes all around so the embers can burn in different places. But we need to put that fire out. You know, we need to put that fire out and the fires that's going on out there in California. Because you ought to be ashamed of yourself for that too. Because see, now I know what you did for Puerto Rico, and I appreciate that. 11 billion that was set aside or whatever, you know, but they got their money. And I appreciate that because Puerto Rico is part of the United States. You know, whether somebody don't want to admit it or not, it is. You know, you got people with different agendas. You know, you got to think. You got people with different agendas, and you know, then you got one man. You know, but all up under him is people with all different type of agendas. You know, they want this, they want that. You know, so you know what we got to do really. Like I said, I talked to this man, but what we got to do really is not really focus on him because he ain't the problem. The problem is right here. The problem is in the community. The problem is us. We need to stop oppressing one another. You know, that's first. We need to stop oppressing one another and stop oppressing ourselves. It starts up here and it starts right here. Once you change your heart, once you start forgiving and letting go of all that old stuff, forgive yourself, stop beating yourself up about what you did, you know, it's over with. It's a wrap. You cannot undo it. It's over with. So what you do now is you ask the Lord to forgive you. If you believe in Christ, ask Christ to forgive you. If you don't, forgive yourself. Then you get up, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, because we got work to do. You know, we got to grow. You know, all that oh, woe is me stuff is over with. You know, if you want to see the river of tears, go down to the dirty Mississippi and you can see the river of tears down there and look sad. But we got work to do. You know, we got to grow. We got to grow. You know, these kids want to grow up. You know, they want to grow. You know, you ask a child what I want to grow up. And I want to grow up and be. I want to grow up and be. Every time you ask a child, I want to grow up and be. You know, they want to grow up. But they can't grow up if we're oppressing ourselves. You know, how they going to grow up? You know, how they going to grow up if he hit by a stray bullet? How he gonna grow up if he start using drugs? How he gonna grow up if he starts slinging drugs in the community, selling drugs to his neighbors, to the people in the community? Holding, suppressing one another down. Look how the drugs done ravaged and tore up the community. Look, people, step back and look from your pretty house. Step back and look what's left. Look what's there now. Nothing. We need to fix it up. We need to get it together because we got little kings and queens growing up. What have they to look forward to? The images on TV of the police? What have they got to look forward to? So we need to begin to grow. We have to. Because if we don't grow, then what's the future for them? What's there for them? What are they going to have? The community just going to get worse and worse and worse until it ain't no community. There ain't going to be nothing. It ain't going to be nothing there. Then what? It's ravaged right now. Ravaged with oppression. It's just oppression everywhere. But young lady, when you get your income tax next year, go buy some property. Go buy some property. You can buy some houses and start fixing them up. You got an uncle that know how to do work. Have him do that work for you. Have him come over there and fix that house up. And you can put a mom and her kids in that house and help them out. Start fixing up in the community. Buy that old toe-up store. It don't cost that much. You can get that on back taxes. Get that old toe-up store and start fixing up and selling stuff out of there. Don't sell no liquor. Sell stuff to the kids. Sell fruit and vegetables. Things people need. Start a delivery service to the elderly. It's hard for them to get out now. They ain't hardly getting their mail. So, it's real hard on folks. Us up here with money. Now, and I ain't got money, but I'm talking to the people, the influential folks that's got money. Come on now. I'm going to get some money, and when I get it, that's where it's going. And back into the community where I live at. So when I ride down the street, I see how pretty it is. Because I remember how it used to be. This morning when I went outside and stood out there, and when I breathed the air, it smelled familiar. There's a familiar smell in the air. It smelled kind of familiar. Remind me of when I was a kid and how beautiful it was. How pretty, everything was. So I just closed my eyes for a minute. Because I know I can see it happening again. It's coming again. We can do this. We can invest back in our community. Even if it's a little at a time. You can't do much, but what you can do, just do a little at a time. Help some folks. If you see a young man running to catch the bus, trying to get to the bus stop, he ain't got no transportation, but you see him running with his uniform, you got an extra car you ain't using, give it to him. Help him out. This is in the name of the GROW program. We trying to grow. So therefore, he can pay it forward to the next young man or the next person. I'm gonna tell you something. And I got to go back to this. I have to always go back to the ancestors. I'm gonna tell you something. This story that resonated with me, and it continues to resonate with me. You remember the story Chadwick Boseman told, our ancestor, he told about how he paved the way for the next actor. Not knowing that the next actor will one day co-star in a movie with him that will make a difference in the whole world. See, that's how you pay it forward. That's how you become a legend. When you give back, not when you just hold on like this and you can't open your hand to try to help somebody. You can't even open your hand to give somebody a hand up. You can't even open your hand just to try to reach and help your community. You're so tight. Well, you better loosen up. Because I'm going to tell you something. Growth going to be all around you. It's going to be all around you. And it ain't going to be nothing you can do. Stuff that's going to start growing. Because that's what people want to do. They want to grow. People don't want to see their community like it is. You know, they don't want to be in this world. They want to be of this world. You know, we better than this. We better than our circumstances, our environment. You know, quit kicking yourself in the tail and get up and start growing. You know, start working hard and persevering. You know, you got it in you. You can do it. You know, start investing back in your community. And that's why I asked the celebrities, because we need y'all right now. We really do. You know, I like I said, I'm going to talk and I'm going to tell it, because we coming on the cusp of 400 years. You know, African Americans have touched so many lives, you know, and I'm just praying that we can look to a better time, a better place and time, because it's in the future. If we can look forward to a time where we as a nation, because we all here, you know, we as a nation can actually come together. You know, we can, spite Donald Trump and what he's trying to do, we can all come together as a nation and hold on to one another and lift one another up. You know, we can do it. It can be done. It ain't hard. It's not hard at all. You know, it's not hard to talk. It's not hard to express yourself. And it's not hard to invest back in your community. You know, it's not hard to do that. It's not hard to tell somebody, hey, look, you know, I know you want to get off drugs. All you got to do is put your mind to it and leave it alone. It ain't nothing hard to do that. You know, you can do it. You know, if they really want to do it, unless they want to die a rebel, you know, which I seriously doubt that many people want to do that. But, you know, so that's why we need to talk to folk. Because when you talk to people and let them know, hey, we on this mission. We on a grow mission. And we want you on board. I don't want to leave you behind. You know, we all have been touched with devastation in our life. You know, we all have. You know, we all have had some sad days. But I'm telling you something. The glory is coming. And it's going to be ours. Just like the man sung. The glory is coming. And it's going to be ours. All you got to do is get on board and let's grow. So, to the Spirit Move Me, I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the support. I love you all. Let's grow.